Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chris from Bricklayers Union, and in this video I'm going to share with you my MOC Volkswagen T1 Camper van in minifig scale. So let's check it out. Now, my inspiration for building this minifig scale T1 was the larger scale Creator Expert Volkswagen T1, which itself was inspired by a first generation Volkswagen Transporter van which was produced from 1950 to 1967. Now, looking at the van from the front, we can see one of the most iconic features, which is the curved V. And I built that using two 3x3 plates with the curve cut into them, built studs on side. I was able to center the headlights by placing them in the space between four studs, and I used a hubcap to simulate the large Volkswagen symbol. A few of the details on the side include the white wheels with hubcaps, the gas cap, white running boards, and the door handles, which are actually ice skates that are attached to the rear side of a 1x1 headlight brick. And looking at the rear, you can see the tail lights, the license plate, and the rear bumper. And I also built the rear with a panel that can be removed to give you access to the motor. On the roof is a roof rack with cooler, and of course the main feature of the van, which is the pop-top camper, which originally was only to provide space for passengers to be able to stand up straight in it, but eventually they added sleeping for two. Now, the pop-top itself is built using these 4x4 molded roof panels back-to-back on top of an orange brick-built base, and it rests in place on these 1x2 plates with slides on each side. Now, if you want to give the van the look of having the roof retracted, I made a separate piece that you can remove the full camper top and replace it with this, and this would be what the van would look like driving down the road. Or if you want to make the van look like a stock T1 without the camper top, you can remove this and replace it with just your standard 4x6 plate. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the interior. And I did my best to recreate the interior of the large-scale Creator T1. So starting up front, we have the steering wheel, gear shifter, and the old-school radio. Now, to get in the sides, I would have loved to be able to do hinge doors, but as we all know, the thickness of the bricks prevent them from opening on such a small scale vehicle. So I did what I thought was the next best thing, and I made the doors to be removable and able to be displayed either closed, open, or one open and one closed. And all you have to do is turn the handles down, and then you can take the doors off either both together or one at a time. And like I said, you can also display them in the open position by just turning them that way. Now, looking inside, the first thing that we see is the black and white checkerboard floor. We also have the sink with the drawer underneath, and hanging up above we have the frying pan and hairbrush. And behind that we can also see the table and one of the rear seats. Now, looking at it from this angle, we can see it displayed with one door open, and we also have one of the wooden shelves there. Now, as a side note, to display the door closed, you do have to remove that shelf because there isn't enough room to close it with that shelf installed. Now, looking inside, we have the cabinet with the gray handle, the two drawers underneath. We can also see the table in the folded down position and the other rear seats. And we also have the two yellow lights up on the roof pillars. Looking at the cabinet from this angle, I used a 1x2 tile with the $100 bill printed on it to represent the painting. And there's also the small storage cubby underneath. And I also made the sink and the rear cabinet easily removable to give you full access to the interior space and also the rear bench seat. Well, there you have it. My MOC Volkswagen T1 Camper van in minifig scale. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't. And if you have a minute before you go, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.